So I just recorded the entire intro to my video with my mic off. So, hello my children. We got some festivities going. I've got Darth Vader Christmas sweater. I've got Fortnite Christmas lodge going, you know. Could have had a Utide log, but you know what? It's gaming. Whatever. And I got a Christmas tree. A Legend of Zelda Christmas tree, which... awesome. Legend of Zelda is awesome. Focus. Anyways. I'm going to have to get a better camera. And when I do, I will be filming me pouring lighter fluid on this one and setting it ablaze. But, moving on. So basically what I wanted to talk about is... I'm going to get right into it. Also, Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday. Leave in the comments what you guys got for Christmas, if you would. Could be anything. I'll share something I got. My parents had gotten me this Magic the Gathering sheet case from, like, the whole thing. The whole bed's covered in, you can kind of see it over there, Magic the Gathering themed stuff. But... no, not the point. Leave down below. I'll comment how cool I think that is you got that for Christmas. Now, this is probably coming out late Christmas, so I'm sorry. But you know what? It feels like Christmas to me until the beginning of the new year. Okay? Christmas is almost a week holiday at this point, and I'm fine with it. But anyways, we're going to get into it, and I'll say this before, and I'll be talking this... I'm everywhere. I'm going to fix myself. I didn't record with my fucking mic on and fucked me up. I'm sorry. Okay? We'll get over it. Get out of here. No, not you. You come back here, sweetie. You stay right there. My headphones were in view, and I don't like them being in view. But anyway, a camera really doesn't know what to focus on. And by the way, I know my new mustache, well, my mustache out makes me look like Harvey from Stardew Valley. I apologize. The woman likes it, so it's staying until I decide to shave it again. And then you'll have to deal with me being a 12-year-old again. But Mega Dimensions 4 Pokemon came out. And you might be saying, Alex, what the fuck? Not Alex. You know what? Yeah. Father Paul. Alex. Whatever you want to call me. Why are you covering this? Easy. Last video I made a ton of views. At least for me. 400 views is enough. Is more than enough for me to keep making these. If I get to 1,000, whatever. I will love it. I love you all. And thanks everyone that looked into that video. Really meant the world to me. I do mean it. Every bit of it. Even if you just looked at it for 5 seconds, I thank you for those 5 seconds. And if you only made it to 3 minutes into this video, thank you. Thank you. So, I wanted to give my opinion on the new Pokemon Mega Dimensions DLC, and my opinion on Pokemon Legends ZA base game as a whole. Reason I say that is because before I had not beaten it, just gotten a good taste of it, about halfway through the Mega Dimensions DLC, and I know a lot that happens later on, so, because I was spoiled, because no one can keep their fucking mouth shut on the internet. Which I'm going to say this, can we just have an unspoken agreement that if a new DLC or something comes out, give it a month, if not a month and a half, so that everyone will get caught up. People were posting spoilers day of. I need to wet my whistle real quick. So give me 2 seconds, please. I realized that my voice might have been loud enough to tune out the Harry Potter music that was coming from my TV. So hopefully me being loud enough was good enough to drown that. Because if not, WB is going to fucking scorpion bring me over there and karate kick my ass. But we're going to get into my thoughts on everything. So here we go. My final thoughts on Pokemon ZA as a whole. Legends ZA. With the base game, is what I'm going to say. Is it a bad game? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Here's the thing. It's not a bad game. Anyone that tells you it's objectively a bad game is objectively a fucking moron. Everyone likes to be negative nowadays. It is more easy nowadays to be positive than it is to be negative. In my opinion, if you're not a drone, go experience that thing for yourself and then form an opinion on it. Or watch someone else play it and then form your opinion on it. Whatever you can get to the closest experience to that thing, Form your opinion upon that instead of the person's opinion you're watching. It is a terrible and drone mentality, in my opinion, to constantly be pirating and puppeting and repeating everyone else's fucking opinions. You are not a drone, you are a human. You are not a robot, you are a human. So go and experience. That's what life's about, is experience. And I get not everyone has time for it, but don't just bitch to bitch, okay? And if you like to bitch, go on Twitter and learn about the Kardashians. They're always doing something. I'll put them on a stake and be like burning them like Elphaba, which I also want to do because I fucking hate that bitch. But anyways, this is what I'm gonna say. Objectively, it has some of the best characters in the entire Pokemon series. And you might be saying, Alex, oh, what about N? Yes, I would include him as one of the best written characters in Pokemon, but not my point. My point is that it has the best written cast of characters in Pokemon history. I will die on that hill. Most of the time, it is just random one-note characters that are just like, okay, he's brash, he's bold. These all characters, they don't have proper character arcs, I will say that, but they all have defined personalities. They all have more character traits than one, and they all feel like they knit together into one, more complex character than what most Pokemon characters aren't. Like the Rust Syndicate leader, I love the guy. You think he's a fucking prick, but then when you get to know him, he's really actually nice. It's more layered than just normally in a Pokemon game. That'd be the bad guy. Bad man. That's it. That's his own character note. Nothing else. Got a burp. Hold on. Sorry. Excuse me. But yeah, it is a very solid. The ending was pretty good. Spoilers again for the whole thing. Spoiler alert. You've been warned, child. Leave now. When AZ died, caught me in the feels, but didn't feel like there was enough build-up. Felt like they should have foreshadowed it more. The final boss fight, pretty good. Made me feel good that everyone was coming together to help you. But yeah, overall, I'd give the game solid 8, maybe 7 out of 10. It's a serviceable Pokemon game, in my opinion. It could have been better, could have been worse. But you know what? I'm going to give it a solid 7. I think that's fair. So we're going to move on to the next thing, the DLC. And we're going to start off positive. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to start off negative, then positive, because I want to leave this goddamn video on a positive note instead of you being fucking little Grinches out there, okay? Be holly and jolly. I want you to be that universal Grinch that's so badass. I don't care what anyone says. Be that or at the end of the movie, Jim Carrey Grinch. There's both two. You can be those Grinches, but you can't be the beginning of the movie Grinch, okay? Don't want you having two weirdly hot lesbian moms that raise you to be a trash monster. It's okay to have lesbian moms. Can I watch? Anyways, what I don't like that there's a roll system with the donuts you make, because if you don't own the game, you make donuts in order to raise your Pokemon level above 100, so that way you can go in these portals that have other Pokemon, do little tasks, you get out, more tasks you do, the more points you get to do the next part of the missions. Is it basic? Yeah, but it's a fucking kids game, okay? Now, let's say teenager game at most. It's a basic enough objective, and some of the objectives are fucking tedious sometimes. Other ones, fun. But anyways, I don't like that there's a roll system, because whenever you make a certain donut, it'll have gives you better catch power with this Pokemon. Gives you what was the other one? It gives you little side effects to your already gained 20 levels that it gives you, boosted 20 levels. And some of them are just so random. For example, I tried rolling for Sparkling Power, which allows you to catch more shiny Pokemon, because in this game, it's easy. But you know what? I'm a lazy piece of shit, and I want to catch even more. So, what did I do? I tried to get more. Guess what? Didn't work out. I can't get a fucking shiny Charmander to save my goddamn life. I spent 2 days trying to get an Absol. Finally did. I feel like I've ascended. I feel like Sartor Gojo about to fucking ascend to the heaven. But anyway, I'm getting lost in sauce here. Or you know what? Lost in the figgy pudding. It's Christmas. I'm sorry. I'm sure my friends will all viciously skin me alive and put me in a braising bowl for that one. Um, but yeah, so that's my main crux with some of it is the re-rolling aspect of the donuts. Just isn't that fun, but it's a minor nitpick. You know, there's ways to get around it. Some people like reloading the saves. Me, I like grinding out more of the dimensions because they're fun, and then going back in because you know what, I'm a slut for doing things more complicated and being the most fucking like pure strength powered brutal like natured person in video gaming where I just brute force the entire game. So I've beat every Dark Souls. I've only beat like two Dark Souls likes, and that's how I beat them. If you're wondering, it was one. The Dark Souls like was uh the anime one. I fucking love that one. They're coming out with the second one, and then fuck Elden Ring. Both of them amazing games. Um, Code Vein. Code Vein was the first one. But anyways, both good games, but not what we're talking about. And I didn't like how short some of the timers are, because I get it, you know, you're not going to have a lot of time first time, but dude, you give me like 110 seconds sometimes, and it's like, I know it's never like that low. It might be sometimes, but God, dude, I think like a minute and a half is enough to do half the shit you tell me to do. No, it's not. I promise you it's not. But, and then my final thing I don't like, because again, I like more about this DLC than I hate. Some of the Pokemon catch rates are ridiculous. I went into one with Mimikyus, and I caught like one Mimikyu, and there was like 3 horizontal bundles or whatever you want to call a colony of Mimikyu, whatever. And I used an Ultra Ball. I used a fucking Luxury Ball. A Timer Ball was the only thing that worked. Don't know how that worked. And I ended up giving it to my lovely girlfriend. And she loves Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu's cute, but I wanted that. Yes, I'm still here. Sorry, my Fortnite thing back there. I realized how much of a terrible decision this was, but you know what? We don't got much time. But anyways, she likes Mimikyu. I think it's alright. But yeah, some of the catch rates are just ridiculous. But yeah. Also, I wish there was more Mega evolutions. I know I'm greedy, but I feel like they could have added more. Like more you could have like, and there's a place where you get Mega Shards and you can trade to get new Mega Stones. I feel like they should have added more with the new DLC. Like, come on. So, in my opinion, add Vulpix to the game. Give that son of a bitch a fucking Mega Evolution. It's fucking Gen 1. You're telling me one of the all the Gen 1 like Pokemon should have a Mega. They should have a Mega before anyone else does. Call me crazy. Okay, I'd put it. The most notable ones, because I know there's like Weedle and shit, but I know they have like other forms. But those ones, maybe not those ones. The big hitters, Ninetales, that type of stuff. Those should have Megas. But moving on, we're getting into the things I like. I really love the new Pokemon that are in the DLC. In the base game, I was like, man, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of options. Like it doesn't feel like I have a lot of things I can just use or have. And this one's like, hey, buddy, I got you. Here's like a bunch of starters from all the other games. 3, I think. Well, 2, I think. Which isn't every starter, but hey, it's something, okay? Don't bitch. And those ones I like because it's like, oh, I can finally find hopefully a starter that you like and then go from there. Or replace the one starter you got at the beginning, which if you do, you're a monster. That's your ride or die. Do not put him in the box. Don't do it. Met a guy at Game Story said that, and I was just like, you coward. But yes, the Pokemon in the game are good. A good variety, a good amount, and a good amount that I forgot even existed in the series. And I'm glad, because in my opinion that shines a light on those ones so that more people know about them, or just more people care about them, which is awesome. Um, and then I like the new character introduced. She's cute. She's a little girl. Her whole thing is to like catch this legendary Pokemon. You're supposed to be like a mystery at first, but in my opinion, they kind of ruined it by showing a fucking Rayquaza in the goddamn sky, and it's like, you don't know what a Rayquaza is. I could probably show a homeless man in Mexico Rayquaza, and he'd be able to tell me in Mexican, or not Spanish. What am I talking about? I'm sorry so much. You can all shoot me with BB guns 50 times. Um, that is Rayquaza. If anything, you should have shown a fucking highlighted part of its horn and been like, oh, this is the Pokemon she saw. That's the only really gripe with it. But I really like her being the one that gives you like the ability to do donuts, and she's the one that makes them. It's a good character. Again, not the deep. This one's not the deepest, but you know what? So what? It's a DLC. We don't need fucking Shakespeare writing a new character over here. A lot of the new Pokemon. I know I said this, and I don't know how to put it in there twice. I do like that they added the old Pokemon from, I think it was Gen 3, because I don't think we've really seen it on two modern hardware. I think we saw it on 3DS, which was Alpha Sapphire and Alpha Ruby, and those were like a decent bit ago. Like, yeah, you can see them on like Pokemon Go and transfer them to your Scarlet, but I don't use Pokemon Home. I'll Pokemon Go, and I stopped playing Scarlet forever ago. So this gives people that just have Pokemon Z Day a chance to finally see all those Pokemon in a new light, and I love that. And I'm gonna say this a lot. I really fuck with almost every single one of the Mega Pokemon in it. I don't think there's a single one that misses. I'm gonna say it. Every single one in the new game, even the fucking Tatsugiri or whatever it was, that's literally food that was a Pokemon, is goated. I don't care what you say, it's pretty good. And it can change, depends on which ones you get. That's awesome. But yeah, every single one of them, good. And I'm going to say this. That's my opinion on the whole Legends ZA. I'm sorry this is a little bit erratic. I need to get making videos again. I know we're going to be doing that. I'm going to try. I've got a video idea running in the mix, but I got to wait on the weather. The fucking snow hasn't been cooperating. I promise you, I will get that worked on. And if you're wondering what it'll be about the horrors of snow or the cold. Okay? So something to look forward to. But yeah, I also get my editor working on a new video. Need to pay him. I'll give him like 2 schmeckles and send him on his way. Be like, get back to your little cave, goblin. But yes. So thank you all for, if you made it this far, to a man rambling for about 20 minutes. And I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. From the bottom of my heart, Feliz Navidad. And I love you all. Also, I would give Pokemon's Megan. If I say Megan one more fucking time, every time I say Megan, I think of that dog shit movie series. Anyway, it's not dog shit. It's alright. Second one's bad. And it's probably intentionally bad. But I would give Pokemon Mega Dimensions a 7 out of 10. The game's about an 8. DLC's about a 7. Maybe a 6 if you want to be mean. But 7's a solid DLC, okay? I've seen worse. I've seen way worse. We've all seen worse. So, I think it's serviceable. So, and remember, guys, I just want to preface this. It is way harder to love something than it is to hate. So just give things a try before you just blindly like something. But anyway, other than that, love y'all. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I don't know if I'm going to get another video before New Year, but love y'all.